Welcome back to White Mountains Today. I'm Chelsea Hupalowski, and we are being joined right now by Susan Beane of Denmark Arts Center. So first off, tell us what Denmark Arts Center is.
That's a big question,
It is.
Chelsea.
Sorry.
Thanks for having us. Denmark Arts Center is like a traditional, I would look at it as a traditional arts center.
Okay.
Because it's not just a music venue, which is a real popular thing in the community, but we also touch things like an author series, and we work with the library and the historical society. We have a new chamber music series coming up. We also have workshops in the fall and spring. We work with the schools in the music arts in the school program. So we just finished working with Freiburg Academy. We brought up a band, a string quartet from New Orleans, and had them work with them and then perform. So that was fun.
Oh, wow.
And we only do that through, the support from our community businesses. And that one was supported by the Maine Humanities Council and then the Maine Arts Commission. So we're able to do so much more as a small community when everyone helps.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
so,
team.
there's a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff going on. And ideally, with the camps that we have and then the workshops, there's something for everyone. So we try to make it a widespread and not just a narrow focus.
Okay, perfect. Yes. And tell us about the camps that you have. Those are right off the bat, right?
Yes. And you know what? That's all July is.
Okay.
And I should say that, but prefacing it with, we start the last week of June and go in right before, we squeeze one in right before 4th of July. And it's an art camp with a local art teacher, Olivia Benish. And she's fun and exciting, and she just had her students do a mural at the donut place, Sugar Plums, Levitt's Bakery. They just painted that up, so that was fun. And so the kids will be able to do things like batik, clay work, spritz designs with like kaleidoscope spinning. So it's a variety. So it's 4 days of camp. Kids come in from 10 to 2, and we just hunker down, have fun, go to the park for breaks, come back. It's just, it's cool because it hits a wide range of students, 7 to 14, and generally our programs, our camps, we try to spread that out. So we have art off the bat. Then we started a pre-K music and sensory camp for
the younger
kids,
ones.
right, from birth to 6 years old, and that's been very sweet. We work with 317 Maine Music Community Center over in Falmouth, and they teach all week. Then we have a theater troupe, Liars and Believers, coming up for a puppet camp. And right after they leave us, and we had them last year, and it was totally fun because they use recycled products and things to make masks. And perform with them. They were invited to. They're going to the Fringe Festival and perform over in Edinburgh. So that's sort of fun. They camp with us for a week, play with the kids in the community. We're working with Deer Trees over in Harrison. So we're hosting them, co-hosting them. So they're going to hit some Parks and Recs, Denmark Arts Center, Deer Trees Theater, and perform there. So it's a variety. And then the last week, always fun with Mary Bastoni. We have a musical theater week of camp. She's
amazing.
And now if you haven't been taught by her or your kids haven't been taught by her, that's unusual. And they're doing Winnie the Pooh this year. So she's writing some songs for that. There are so many talented people in our wider surrounding communities. It's easy to be an art center because of the talent that just exists and has moved here or grew up here. And it just hits the range of talent.
It's like you have someone for everything you do.
Hopefully. I mean, we just opened our art gallery with Kristen Pobabchnik, and with Flying Colors is the title, and she's a pointillistic painter. So with being crass here, with dots, and she has captured the title of the art opening and the art show as With Flying Colors. And she's focused on insects and birds, and she's totally captured movement of flight. Oh my God. And she did 4 large paintings, like 4x4s, and we have four. She did 8 paintings, sorry, and we have 8 panels that run inside our building. And she came in there, looked at the space, and goes, "I've got an idea." And she has one on each panel, and you just stand in the center, and it's similar coloring, and you turn around, and you just get this motion of like birds over here, bumblebees over
Full
there,
360.
loons over there. Right, you just stand in the center, and it's a delight.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my
So
gosh, it
are the
is.
camps, we can still sign up for those right now?
Yeah, online. So it's denmarkarts.org/events. And then you see this big calendar and just go through and go, oh,
There's
here's a
even
camp.
something else to
Right.
do.
Here's the kids' art camp. Okay. Here's the music theater camp. And that's perfect. You know, we generally have up to 20 kids. So it's first come, first serve. But
Okay,
and
good.
the nice thing is that the town of Denmark, as far as support and businesses, have helped out so that if anyone in town needs help, you just sign up for a scholarship and you're in.
Wow, and that's all done online?
All done online,
Okay, perfect.
right? I mean, that's the beauty. You can try to catch us. No, you can call and leave a message, and I'll always get back. But online is just pretty efficient.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So tell us also, you have tons of stuff happening this summer.
Yes.
So tell us about you have a concert series, correct?
Yes. So we have a music series, which, again, you know, many hands make light work, or it makes a really wonderful music series. So we have Standard Restaurant, and I think it's Norway Savings Bank, the Skinny Towel and Washcloth Company, supporting our music series.
wow.
Rocket, I know. And that's really fun because, like, in 2 weeks we have, I think the 24th, we have Choro Loco, which is Brazilian choro music.
Wow.
Right? So it's
Might
like,
be the only place to find that.
I know. And you think like small little town in western rural Maine, but this season's theme is we're all full of surprises. So it's always
fantastic.
fun to see, to find out what's available, what's happening. So going to the website is great. So the music series is on Friday nights.
Okay.
And we're fortunate because there's a music series in Bridgeton on Saturdays. There's another one happening in Freiburg. One cannot come to this community or live here and say, darn it, I haven't seen myself a good band for a while. Because
There's
it's
no excuse.
just right. There's so much to choose from. And that's delightful. I mean, talking before, we have a lot of talented people. We have Black Cat Road, which is just my favorite. They have a washboard player, and I have to say that in accordions, I love it. So they're going to be joining us. I think what else? Oh, Al Hospers and the Valley Horns.
Okay.
Pretty spectacular band anyway. And then a supreme vocalist, because I saw him years ago at the Bradley Jazz Collective. Bradley Street, I should say, Performance Center over in Freiburg. Kemp Harris is going to join them, a vocalist from Boston. And oh boy, he's well worth the trip. Yeah, it is fun. Yeah.
And is that for you also have the Dam Jam?
Yes.
Okay.
Good one. You're so good, Chelsea. So for years, Denmark is a small place, rural place, like many towns around. And the former artistic director, Jamie Hook, had started a series called the Dam Jam. Why thus name? Because right next to the art center across the street is a dam. So he would bring music out there, out in the park, Bicentennial Park, and it was lovely. So things change, people leave, pandemic happens, and it's been 6 years since we've had the Dam Jam.
So it's exciting. It's coming back.
Yeah, we've been doing work this winter, and it's called the Dam Jam Revival on August 28th. We shifted some things around, but it's still in the park. There's a big family focus, family art and music focus. So we're going to have the Mallet Brothers and the Jason Spooner Band, which would be lovely. We also have a rockin' kids band called B. Parks and the Hornets. Wicked fun. We brought them to the elementary school. We've already brought them here, and they have some wonderful songs that they've written. And they're a great rock band anyway, separate. But that whole afternoon, kids are free. 12 and under, and kids can tie flies, make hula hoops, make T-shirts, make buttons, make pieces of artwork and frame them, and that's all free. So if you come as a parent, you come a couple of parents, bring your kids, that's a whole wonderful afternoon for like 5 hours.
Oh, that's fantastic. We can find anything.
Well, yeah, and so to make it enjoyable afternoon, right? So there's food trucks and there's concession. Of course, there's always the wonderful Denmark Arts Center merchandise.
Of course.
Because you wouldn't want to be too hot or too cold. And we also brought in some traditional craft people so that ideally we're going to have a cooper, so a barrel maker or a blacksmith. And then we have a luthier, so a gentleman who makes guitars, a fly tyer. So some of the craftsmanship or craftspeople steeped in tradition for Maine or New England. We have a wood carver and Gene Bear, and his work is pretty primo. It's fun to see the variety, but it will allow people to come in while they're there with their kids who are perhaps tying a fly and enjoying some art project. There'll be craft demos. So you can hear the guitar maker Alex talk about his guitars, and then in another hour there'll be a half-hour segment of another artist, maybe the cooper or a blacksmith, talking about their work. Wow. So it's something that ideally you can spend a chunk of time, a nice afternoon with the family there, and have something to do.
For everyone, truly.
Yeah. Or else just hang and listen to some fun music.
The music, perfect.
I know.
Is there anything else this summer that you forgot to tell us so far?
I didn't cram this all in, like with the program, it's like, how many pages are we allowed to do?
You have a full program and full website of events, truly.
Yeah, and going to the website is always the best thing. So denmarkarts.org/events will get you the whole calendar, and you just scroll through it and go, we're up here this weekend, what's happening? And there's usually going to be something. I mean, if it's not music on Friday night, Saturday our art gallery's open, or Sunday we have author series or our chamber, our new chamber music series happening. Perfect, so the weekends there's usually something, if not one day, all 3 days.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. And anyone else you'd like to thank today? Or?
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Well, I thank you, because it's a lot of effort that goes into it, and a lot of foundational help and business help. So I'd mentioned before the Skinny Talon Washcloth Company, which has been lovely in the music series support, Norway Savings Bank, Standard, which used to be Standard Gastropub, they're coming back in a new iteration of restaurant tourism. That'll start pretty soon. WMPG. I'm trying to think. Keel Lumber.
Oh, all your sponsors.
The Conway Daily Sun.
Perfect.
And Hancock Lumber and Atlantic Hardwoods, because in the last couple of years we've done a lot of safety renovations on the building, and they've been there very quickly to respond to our needs. And it doesn't happen without their help. Right?
Plenty to thank in this community, truly.
Plenty to thank, and being able to support artists and musicians that there's a plethora of here is our job.
Yeah,
and that's the fun part of it.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for coming today, Susan.
Thanks, Chelsea.
And be sure to check out Denmark Arts Center's website of all the events happening. All the information's there online. So thank you, and this is White Mountains Today.
Cool.